Now before we start the lesson, let's recall a few basic facts. Can you name any historical site located in Pakistan? Yes, there are many sites, many historical sites which are located in Pakistan, like Mohenjo-daro, Harappa. There are many other sites like architecture of Mughal era. So many other historical sites are also available in Pakistan. Now name the largest man-made structure. Yes, it's the Great Wall of China. Now students, what is prehistory? Yes, prehistory is a long time period of history before humans developed writing or written history. So the question arises, when humans did not write anything, so how do we come to know about their lifestyle and other aspects of the society? How do archaeologists know about the prehistoric humans? They dig through dirt, study DNA samples, examine artifacts, and try to construct a picture of the earliest human ancestors. Now, what are artifacts? These are, any objects which were discarded or lost by the previous human culture, and later they were recovered by archaeologists. Anthropologists believe that the hominid are the ancestors of modern humans. Who were hominids? This basically is the name given to a group of primitives that walk on two legs. Now, how do the scientists find the age of fossils? All living things are made of carbon, which begins to break down when living things die. We can find the date that carbon began to break down. This way, the age of bones, wood, cloth, and other plants can be found. So what is radiocarbon dating? Radiocarbon dating is a method for determining the age of an object containing organic material by using the properties of radiocarbon, a radioactive isotope of carbon. Modern humans, Homo sapiens, evolved in Africa about 200,000 years ago. 2.5 million years ago, they learned to use tools and lit fire and learned to control it and used it for cooking and protecting themselves from wild animals. So students, fire, of course, it was there even before humans started using it, and human was literally afraid of fire before he started using it. So why do you think humans, they were afraid of fire? Yes, they were afraid of fire because they did not know, first of all, they did not know how to lit fire, and then secondly, they did not know how to control it or how to extinguish fire. That was the reason they were afraid of fire. But once they, came to know how to lit fire, they of course came to know how to extinguish it, and then, man started controlling fire and using it for, different purposes, as we have discussed here. Now, they lived in small tribes of hunter-gatherers. They were nomads. You must have seen, nomadic people even today. They keep on, they keep on moving from one place to another. So, who are nomads? They are the people who are constantly on move in search of food and shelter. So, they were living initially when they lived as, hunter-gatherers. They were living in small tribes, and they were living a nomadic life, and they keep on, they were constantly moving from one place to another in search of food. When do you think they would have, left the places they used to stay? Of course, they must have moved during the change of seasons, or maybe like looking for food and water. Finding food seemed to be the most important job at that time, because there was no concept of division of labor. and people were just, humans were, hunting food, different animals for food, and then, every day they had to start searching for food. Now, as we discussed, that finding food was the most important job at that time. The modern humans lived in Africa until about 70,000 to 100,000 years ago. They probably left Africa because of changing climate and environment. Some humans left Africa and moved into Southwest Asia, Middle East, and moved on. Why do humans living in different areas of the world differ in features and complexions? It is due to the different climatic conditions prevailing in different parts of the world. What is linguistic? It is the study of the variety of languages and how they are related. Why is linguistics important? Yes, it's very important to study history because we can trace the movement of people thousands of years ago by studying their genes and the language they used. For instance, people living in India and Europe once lived together in Central Asia because their spoken languages today have similarities, which shows they once had a common language. Now you can check on this page also we have given a few scripts here, and you can check it on page number 19 of your book. Students having old print will find different scripts used by the ancient humans, ancient people. They will find it on page number 23 of their textbook. So early drawings, humans have been artists also from the beginning. So they drew on the walls of caves. These drawings often depicted hunting scenes. And why do you think these depicted hunting scenes? Because at that time humans were living as hunter-gatherers, and they were hunting for food every day. So that was of course the most important task they were doing at that time. That is the reason the same is depicted through the paintings or